The year is 2025. Americans everywhere live in fear of recessions and tariffs. In times of economic uncertainty, the one hope we have in a hopeless world is to dress up as funny little anime characters. But cosplay is so expensive. How can we justify this hobby in these unprecedented times? That's why I get my supplies at the Dollar Tree. I'm Shell and I'm a cosplayer. If you are new to my channel, welcome, or if you're a subscriber, welcome back. I made a Dollar Tree cosplay supplies video a couple years ago, so this video is part 2 with even more things you can get for cosplay that only cost $1.25. The first thing I recommend buying at the Dollar Tree are Cricut supplies. More and more cosplayers are using Cricut machines now. I myself got a Cricut machine for my birthday last year, and it's really nice to do precision cuts, especially when you need to do a lot of cuts when you're making something in bulk. Something like foam armor with a lot of little details, or when you want to add lettering onto your cosplay in vinyl, Cricuts are amazing. That being said, the accessories sold by Cricut for the machines are just ridiculously overpriced. This tool is called a weeder. It is super helpful for peeling off pieces of your vinyl cut, but Cricut sells this for $6. It is a metal hook on a stick. You know who sells it for $1.25? The Dollar Tree. Likewise, there's this little flat thing that you use kind of like a squeegee to press your design down onto the mat or your surface to make sure it's really flush and everything sticks as it should. Cricut sells this for several dollars. The Dollar Tree has it for $1.25. So if you have a Cricut or other cutting machine that works with vinyl, I highly recommend getting these tools at the Dollar Tree. They're just so much cheaper and there's literally no difference in the quality of the tool. The next cosplay item I recommend getting from the Dollar Tree are clay crafting tools. These are basically just little plastic knives that are designed to cut clay and put designs into clay, and I find them really helpful for foam work. In particular, I really like these for foam clay. When I was working on my Marcel staff prop last summer, because her staff is such like a woven organic wood texture, I used this little knife to make divots and scratches and texture in the foam clay as I wrapped it around the staff. Pardon me as I just unsandwich my prop, because this is how she came home from KatsuCon and how I've been storing her since then so she doesn't get dusty. So this is the bottom half of my Marcel staff, and I made this by making really thin little like worms of foam clay and just wrapping it around the entire staff and the hoop at the top. All of the little grooves in the foam clay were actually made using this exact knife. You can actually see like where it fits in the slashes if you look hard enough. And so I really like the added texture using these tools. The foam clay at the top of the staff where it connects isn't the small worms, it's more two knobs, but by using the knife I was able to replicate the same texture so it doesn't look too different from all of the smaller pieces of foam clay. Just like the Cricut tools, you can buy these clay crafting tools from a name brand, but I find the Dollar Tree ones work just fine, and I have absolutely no issues with the quality. The third item I recommend buying from the Dollar Tree, I don't actually have experience using. I haven't bought this item from the Dollar Tree, but I think that was a mistake, and I want you to learn from me. The item I'm talking about also has to do with my Marcel staff, and it is the foam ring that makes the hoop on the top. At the time that I was working on Marcel's staff, I didn't even think to look at the Dollar Tree. I just ran right down to Michael's Crafts and I bought a foam ring for about $6. But then last month, I just happened to be in the Dollar Tree with Desh and saw basically the exact foam ring I had bought and used for $1.25. And then I made Desh take this dorky picture of me holding it. Quite honestly, the thickness and quality of the foam from Dollar Tree feels better than the one I got from Michael's. So I regret that I didn't just check them out and save myself $5. If you need hard foam for a prop like that, can I talk? If you need hard foam for a prop like this, I highly recommend Dollar Tree. They sell blocks, they sell a small assortment of shapes, and they sell those rings. The fourth item I recommend buying from the Dollar Tree is not exactly for cosplay, but it is cosplay adjacent, and you still will find it in the craft aisle, and that is the tube. I am not 100% confident on what this is actually called at the Dollar Tree. I bought it years ago, and ever since then I've just been referring to it as the tube. But you do find it in the craft aisle, and I think it's meant for storage. However, I do not use this for any sort of crafting storage. I use this specifically at conventions. You see, the great thing about the tube is that it's actually two pieces, and they unscrew from one another. So the inner tube has all of these little ridges on the side, and the outer tube has this little screw on the inside. So they connect and expand, and you can't smush it when it's expanded because it's screwed together. So if you haven't guessed the purpose by now, this is my version of a poster tube. Poster tubes that you buy online can be like 2.5 feet tall, and they come with this carrying strap to sling over your shoulder. But personally, as a cosplayer, someone walking around conventions in these cosplays, I don't want a big tube on my back. This is a very standard size Ita bag. I got it off Amazon like 8 years ago. Tube fits right in it. So if you like buying prints, I really can't recommend this thing enough. It's so convenient, it's so cheap, it's like so well designed, it's really sturdy, it gets the job done, and you can expand it like up to there. It's probably like a foot and a half. I find that most prints, like the 11 by 18, fit perfectly fine in this. You know, you roll them up the short way and you stick it in there, and you just kind of screw it down to the smallest size you can get without damaging the print. And this doesn't move. Unless you physically spin it, it's not going to get smaller and compress your print and bend it. So if you've ever struggled with a print, you don't want to carry it around in that little plastic sleeve the artist gave you and accidentally mess it up somehow, this is great. I love the tube. I bought one for Dash. That's how much I love the tube, is I've started buying other people tubes. The last item I recommend buying from the Dollar Tree for cosplay is another storage related item, but this one you will find in the makeup aisle, and that is a false lash case. This is exactly what it sounds like. It doesn't really need an explanation. It is simply a storage case for your false lashes. I really like this one because it has 3 spots for 3 pairs of lashes, and most conventions are 3 days. My Dollar Tree had these in a couple of colors. I chose this design because it reminded me of the lesbian pride flag, and I stuck a little Cinnamoroll sticker on it because I like Cinnamoroll. In my previous Dollar Tree cosplay video, I talked about the Ione false lashes from the Dollar Tree. Update, I still highly recommend those. These are all that brand. They're basically the only brand of lash I wear now, and as you can see, some of them are like really thick and fluffy, and they still fit perfectly in this case. They're not like too big for the case, there's plenty of room, they stay really fluffy and full, so yeah, I love it. It's cute, it's simple, it's easy, it's better than what I was using previously. On that topic, just in case anyone's curious, and I don't know, maybe you want to wear 7 pairs of false lashes to the convention, I have used this case as well for false lashes. This is also from the Dollar Tree. I think this one is supposed to be for like hardware. I'm pretty sure I got it in the automotive section. I think it's supposed to be for like nails and screws, but it's also really good for false lashes, and it also fits like a tiny eyelash glue in there. So, yeah. Do you wear 7 pairs of lashes to convention? He says yes. You know, you're gonna have to let me pick you up someday so you can actually be like up here in frame. You can't just talk in the background of all my videos. So, those were 5 more cosplay items that I like to get from the Dollar Tree. I hope this video was helpful and maybe helps you save some money. If you liked this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up down below. It really helps out my channel, and subscribe for more cosplay related content. As always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you again next time. Bye!